Not yet. You're good. I'm Mike Raftery. I'm a media studies major, and I'm here at the Hall of Justice in Seattle, Washington, to interview Harvey Danger about their participation in Soul Survivors.
Yes, we went and we saw Soul Survivors, and we made it through the first 2 minutes of the film. The first minute, and then the second minute, which had our song in it, and then we were pretty much out of there.
Yeah, it's a 64-second film, essentially, with some other stuff.
With some padding.
I
It was
mean,
on either side.
That song comes on, you know, maybe before then you think, oh, I'm watching typical teen, you know, supernatural thriller love story,
You know.
kind of thing. And that song comes on and you're like,
Wow.
there's something special here. You know,
Yeah.
I think this is going to be different. This is going to be a different kind
this
of
could
film.
be a new sort of language.
So I was really happy about it.
Everybody was pretty excited. I mean, they packed out the Paramount. They showed it was a big theater here in Seattle, and they had the premiere there, and all the guys were really excited about it, and they invited everybody, and all the local press was there. It was just packed, you know, and they were talking it up like they were, you know, the big stars of this film. And the film starts, and their song is on there, and then about 45 seconds of it, and then silence sort of fell over the theater as this film sort of continued to go on. This excitement sort of faded into this really edgy uncomfortableness.
Well, when the song ends, the movie ends. I mean, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. That's not where the movie ends.
I never felt like we really sort of captured the kind of full extent of what this band is about. And so, as a result of this collaborative process, we came up with this idea that was sort of a psychological thriller, martial arts, musical,
Very musical.
horror, comedy, drama, comedy, character study, with some music.
There will be all the music that film can sustain. In fact, we're trying to develop some technology to allow a wider piece of film to include more music.
They only leave that much space for music, but like we want to make a film where we leave that much, just as much space for the music as there is for the picture.
Soul Survivors, which is the last time I'm going to say those two words together, was a film that was a complete bastardization of our original vision because a certain movie company that I refuse to name decided that they owned the rights because of some contract that was signed by some band called Harvey Danger that we are in.
You know, the scene really supported Harvey Danger coming up. The local musicians and the booking agents, the press, nothing but supportive. And Harvey Danger just turned on them.
We were on MTV. Thank you. So I think we know a thing or two about what it is to make films. I was interviewed by Carson Daly.
On the beach.
On the beach in New Jersey. So I think we know a little bit more about movie making than some movie studio in Hollywood.
They just completely lost touch, and it was obvious to me and to everyone involved close to them that they just had a tune in the film, you know. But try and tell them that, you know. Try and like say anything to Sean Nelson.
He was like a different guy. He was certainly not the guy I fell in love with. You know, he would bring a script and we would run lines together, except I would never get to say anything. And at one point I said, you know, don't the other guys ever have lines? Is this just you? And he left, and I never saw him again.
I think he had some sort of aspirations toward directing, and he would sort of authoritarian air about him. You know, he started carrying one of those little whips. Started snapping his wearing jack boots and stuff like that, which I thought was funny for a while, and then it just got kind of creepy.
You gotta be wounded, betrayed,
Hey,
confused.
what's wrong, baby?
But don't be quite so robotic.
Okay.
Okay.
I think the world is finally ready for like an Asian martial arts star. Like, I think the world is finally ready for that. And I think like I was hoping like to use, you know, I put a couple fight scenes in there, and I really think like, you know, I'm ready. So then I say, like, just hang in there, you'll be all right. And then, okay, I'll reach in, I'll grab your floating rib, I'll pull it out, right?
Okay.
Then I'll kick you in the nuts,
Okay.
I'll come through with the elbow to the head, and you fall down. And then you're lying.
Make love to me.
All right, now I come through, I'll jump up, I'll come down, elbow into the liver, right? And then I think cue music.
What about like Jackie Chan or Jet Li or any of those others?
Yeah. Yeah, but the difference is I'm a martial artist. I play the guitar, I play the piano, I can play the violin. Here, let me show you. Like, I got some pictures made. And see, there's me playing the violin. I play the guitar, obviously. There's me and the guitar, too. You know, I think that's a very, like, action pose. And this is more, like, you know, meditative. I play the keyboard as well. And, yeah, I mean, just like music, and then, you know, you just, you know, you're doing your thing, right? And also I'm like, whoa!
We have a lot of work to do.
Making this movie.
Which is, I mean, okay, I guess we should get into it.
Not even really making a movie, but realizing our vision.
And our potential.
Really, yeah. I mean, it's inevitable, really, if you look at our, what's the word, oeuvre.
Yes.
Like,
Does that mean egg?
They were at it really 24/7 working on this film, which I can say was an absolute fabrication.
We didn't write anything down exactly, but you know we had a tape recorder.
This actually was the first notes.
this is where the notes were supposed to go.
This is really the germ.
Right there.
Yeah,
of the movie.
Yeah, that's more of an outline of a note.
Well, I mean, all the details aren't here.
Right.
And,
well, I mean, you can't get it all done in a weekend.
No,
But really,
that's
just having the pad around was inspiring.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think this pad is really the beginning of the whole thing, and I'm glad. Thank you for bringing it to
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. There's been talk of actually
Of
getting
course.
that in the Experience Music Project, but we haven't really hammered out all those
Well,
details either.
as you can see, there's only 3 or 4 sheets left, and we've been selling the other blank sheets on eBay.
One of the difficulties we've come across in developing this film, even now that the studio has made their version of the film, despite that fact, we are soldiering on. We are going to make our film. We're just waiting for the financing to come through.
The sad thing about this, these kids could have made money, but they spent it all on this film, which didn't exist. Renting limos for themselves, you know, having meetings, and, you know, look at them now.
It's the same old story, you know? I mean, watch any show on VH1. Band hits it big, goes straight to their head.
Well, we haven't talked in, it's been probably over 8 months now, since they started really getting lost in the fantasies. I just stopped calling them, you know? It started to freak me out. I see where these things can lead, and it's pretty sad.
Oh God, it's really you. I miss you so much. Come on. I must really be crazy.